Indira Gandhi, the crown jewel of Congress party, the one who imposed emergency to quell any kind of dissent and silence her political opponents, the one who is still revered by her party as the true epitome of a strong leader. Thus, it doesn't come as a surprise that Congress, in bed with NCP and Shiv Sena in Maharashtra, uses the same playbook to cull dissent. Reportedly reminiscing the dark days of Indira Gandhi era where political opponents and their families were targeted and later ripped apart, the MVA in Maharashtra is taking a similar route. And welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI media group. I'm your host Tanya, and in this video I'll explain how MVA coalition is reminiscing of Indira era. Let's begin. Maha Vikas Aghadi, an unholy alliance of tarnished political ideologies and compromised moral values, is still living in the day of yore and acting like the same. The led coalition is now getting personal with its opponents by coming after their close family members. Recently, the alliance pooled its resources to lock horns against former Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis. He was hounded incessantly in an attempt to shrug off the pressure built by the central government on some of the political biggies of the coalition for their corruption escapades. On Sunday, Fadnavis was summoned to the Mumbai Crime Branch office to record a statement in a case pertaining to alleged phone tapping carried out by the State Intelligence Department. Earlier, Fadnavis was arrested by the Mumbai police while staging a protest demanding Minister Nawab Malik's resignation. He was addressing a protest along with key BJP leaders at the Azad Maidan with the motto, Nawab Malik Hatao, Desh Bachao. Likewise, BJP leader and Union Minister Narayan Rane and his MLA son Nitish Rane were grilled for over 8 hours by the Mumbai police last week in connection to the Disha Salyan defamatory case. The slew of summons and arrest by the MVA coalition suggest that the tri-party arrangement is feeling queasy about its survival. It is relying on a method of vengeance and retribution to settle the scores. As reported by TFI in February, Sanjay Raut had remarked that soon 3.5 BJP leaders will be arrested after media reports stated that Enforcement Directorate was tightening the noose around his wife and her involvement in the PMC bank scam. By employing the tactics of a certain Indira Gandhi to come after the close family members of the opposition, the MVA is showing where its true allegiances lie. BJP, despite being power in center, has been uncharacteristically restrained in going after the opposition family members. However, the MVA doesn't have any such morals. This is the same coalition that has a party like Congress which doesn't miss a heartbeat to brandish the current ruling disposition of fascist government. When BJP brought in an ordinance to ban triple talaq, it was Congress that had started a sustained campaign to target the Saffron party. Congress claimed that using the ordinance route to bring legislative measures was undemocratic. However, a cursory look at the history reveals that if there is any government that has been undemocratic for using the ordinances, it is the Congress government. Between 1952 to 2014, governments issued 637 ordinances that averages out to 11 year or almost one ordinance a month. Of these, 456 were issued in about 50 years of rule and by 6 Prime Minister of the Congress, which is at the forefront of the attack on Modi government on ordinances. Record books show that India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru of the Congress cleared about 70 ordinances between 1952 to 1964. His daughter Indira Gandhi issued 77 ordinances during 1971 to 1977 at the rate of almost 3 ordinances every 2 months. The MVA has not been able to clamp down on BJP, and its attempt to position itself as the sole authority in Maharashtra have fallen flat. The public can see through the hollow act. Thus, the frustrated coalition with Indira's DNA is using her tactics to snuff them out.